Hey everybody, I'm Big Heart. I hope you got your taste buds ready for a joyride. This is Smoking with a Big Heart. Hey, how you doing everybody? Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a beer butt chicken. Real simple. Start with a real fresh bird. You got your herbs and spices here. I'm going to make a real quick rub that's going to knock everybody's socks off. First, what you're going to do is start with salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt and pepper there. We're going to have our onion powder. Got garlic, granulated garlic. You can use fresh garlic if you like. Paprika. We got rosemary and thyme. Real important for a poultry. It always goes really, really well with it. And of course we got sugar. Sweeten things up a little bit. What you're going to do is just mix this up real nice. Get your seasonings all blended pretty good together. There we go, that's looking nice. Okay, one thing you're going to want to definitely have near you is a meat thermometer. Poultry, you can never be too careful with it. The FDA says 165 is the proper temperature so you don't get sick. So that's one thing you got to definitely make sure you have on you. Most important tool of barbecuing. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your fresh bird and you're going to want to make a little cubby hole underneath the breast, between the skin and the breast. Don't be afraid to get in there. You will feel it ripping a little bit. That's fine because you want those pockets. They're going to be flavor pockets. And what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little bit of the rub in there. Just a little bit, either side of there. Okay. You're going to get in there and work this seasoning in there because you want that breast to have nice flavor in there. And the rest of it you're just going to sprinkle liberally all over it. That's nice. Get this bird nice and dressed. Want flavor all over it. I'm going to dress all the bird, the back, the legs, make sure you get it everywhere. Very important. Also, you're going to want to open the inside of the bird and get some inside of there. Get this thing rubbed down nice, evenly spread. I have a few more of these to dress. I'll be right back and I'm going to show you where to stick the beer and how to put them on the grill. Alright, now that we got our birds all marinated and rubbed down, we got 4 of them today. Here comes the fun part. You're going to have to get yourself some inexpensive beer. It doesn't matter what kind it is. Inexpensive works fine because you're not going to notice the difference when it's doing its job. The fun part is you get to take your beers and drink half of them right here before we actually insert the beer into the beer butt chicken. So let's take one of these bad boys out. And we take one of our half drinking beers and you insert it inside of the chicken's cavity and it's going to sit right on the grill just like that. Now a little trick, you take the wings and fold them back behind like it's just relaxing. That'll keep the tips from burning and help them to cook more evenly. Okay, so that bad boy's ready for the grill. We got ourselves here a Brinkman. It's a very inexpensive grill, works beautifully. You can get one at any of your local convenience stores, supermarket, the big supermarket chains, any of those guys, they got them. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the guy and place him right down inside the smoker. All right, and you go ahead and get his feet in there so he holds himself up. He's gonna go ahead and sit on the rack nicely, okay? I got him in there. I gotta do the same thing for these other 3 birds. I'm gonna enjoy myself a nice cold beer and I'll come back to you and tell you what temperatures and how long we're gonna do this stuff for. Go get yourself a beer. Okay, now that I got all the birds in the grill, it's time to talk about temperature. You want to do low and slow when you're smoking meat. That's the key. You want flavor, juicy, explosions. I mean, you got to have it at 250. It's very, very important. 250, 260 maximum. It's going to take, depending on the size of your bird, about 4 to 5.5 hours. These ones right here are probably going to take me about 5 hours. So what I'm going to want to do is go ahead and get these guys covered up, let them come up to temperature. And as soon as it comes up to temperature, I'm going to talk to you about smoking. Right now we just have our coal in there, our all natural. What I like to use is all natural charcoal. It's a hardwood. You can get it at any one of your chain stores that's in your neighborhood. So yeah, let's get this bad boy up to temperature, and we'll come back and show you how to get this thing smoking. Okay, we're back. It's been a few minutes. I hope you had a few beers in between. Our smoker's up to temperature. It's time to stoke it with a few wet wood chips. Get that smoke starting. So you're gonna open up your hopper here, and you're gonna get a little bit of your wet wood chips. Now, I soaked these for a few hours before I even started the grill. You could do it overnight, prepare it, doesn't matter. All you need is a good little scoop to get going, and sprinkle them all on top of that hot coal inside there. Put a little bit more in there. Let's just get that smoke really rolling. What I'm using here is apple wood chips. You can use any kind of fruit wood. You can use hickory. Doesn't really matter. Anything that you prefer. Once you get into the smoking, you can go ahead and use, but I like apple wood. I stick with that. So we went ahead and put those chips in there. Temperature's up. We're gonna go ahead and let that do its thing. Constant temperature is about 250 inside of our chamber. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out every 30 minutes and check my temperature and make sure that it's not too hot, not too cold, and add some more wood chips as needed. Now, you're not gonna see the smoke start right away, but give it about 15 minutes and you're gonna start seeing a nice white smoke, nice rich white smoke coming out of the top of the lid. That's fine, that's what you want it to do. Now, you don't wanna keep putting wood chips in there and over smoke your food. A lot of people have a tendency to keep stoking it with them. You don't need to do that. Maybe once every 45 minutes put a scoop in there, but check every 30 minutes for your temperature on the grill. It's real important. Keep it low and slow. I'm gonna go have me another beer. I'll be back in a little while, and we'll see how our birds are doing. All right, so it's been about 3 hours since these birds have been on the grill, maybe about a 6-pack in. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yeah, we're starting to get some of that caramelized color. See the smoke subsided a little bit. Our temperature's still at an optimum temperature, so these things look like they're doing beautiful. Maybe another hour, and we'll put some more chips on there, and I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, everybody, it's been about 5 hours since I put these birds on here. It's time to sauce one of them. I got here in my hand a jar of some Dad's bootleg barbecue sauce. The story behind this goes, a gal that I know, her father has a recipe for some really kick-ass barbecue sauce, but he won't give it up. So she's been working on it for quite a few years to try to match that same flavor, and I think she's done a really good job of it. So this is going to be our secret weapon on one of the birds. So let's go ahead and open our grill up. Watch out for that smoke. You're going to want to use your barbecue sauce in a separate container so you can avoid cross-contamination. There we go. Now it's time to sauce one of these birds. Okay, I'm just going to liberally put sauce on one of these birds. It's important to do this when they hit about 150, 155 degrees. So you finish them up in the last 20 minutes. Nobody wants burnt barbecue sauce. Everybody's done that where they've soaked their birds in barbecue sauce, throw them directly on the grill, and go ahead and burn them, and they end up tasting like charcoal rubber. Nobody wants that. So we go ahead and baste him up. It's looking good. Yeah. Get in there, get in all the little spaces. Now I'm only going to do this to 2 of the birds. The other 2 I'm going to go ahead and leave dry rub. That way we have variety on the grill. It's up to you what you'd like to do. But if you're going to sauce them, like I said, wait till the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do this. That way you avoid burning any of the sauce. Yeah, these are looking really good. Getting that sauce evenly all over them. You just want to build up a nice coating on them so that they get nicely caramelized. And like I said, do this in the last 20 minutes. I gotta be real strong about that. A lot of people just don't do it. Okay, that's enough of the sauce. We'll go ahead and recap it, bring it back up to temperature, add 1 more scoop of the wood chips so we can get a little last minute smoking into that sauce as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish this beer, and I'll be back when these things are done. Okay, so it's time to take one of these birds off. I'm gonna grab one of the non-sauced ones. Let's see which one. We'll do this one right here. You gotta be real careful when you take these out because that beer is still inside of it and it's hot as heck. Okay, you want to be careful when you do this because it's hot. You just want to ease that beer on out of there. Be very careful because it's hot as heck. Go ahead and remove that beer. We don't need it. Let that chicken rest. About 5 minutes from now, we're going to cut into there and see what we got. Okay, now that our bird sat and rested for a good 10 minutes, it's time to cut into this bad boy. So let's just get a little bit of the breast going here. Oh, I can tell by the way that's cut, and that's just nice. And get a little taste of it here. Oh, real pretty. Nice. This proof's in the pudding. Let's see how it came out. Oh man, that's out of control. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you try and experiment a little bit yourself. Till next time, remember, I'm Big Heart, and never trust a skinny cook.